Dear children, once again, your Arun sir for the chapter Pollination and Fertilization. So, we have already discussed about the biotic agents of cross-pollination, in which we discussed entomophily, ornithophily and aliphophily. Now we are going to discuss about the abiotic agents. Abiotic agents means non-living things. We are going to discuss about the flower which are pollinated by the non-living things. Yes, here we have to discuss two non-living things, two abiotic agent, and that is wind or water. And if the pollination takes place by the help of wind, that type of pollination is called as anemophily, and the flowers are anemophilous flower. And if pollination takes place by the help of water, it is called hydrophily, and the flowers are hydrophilous flower. And hydrophily takes place only in the aquatic plants. So dear children, we have understood about the anemophilous flower and the hydrophilous flower. Let us discuss about the characteristic of anemophilous flower. Characteristic. What are the characteristic? Learn it. May be asked in the examination. Write 4 characteristic of anemophilous flower. So, let us see. The flowers are not large, means are small in size. First thing, flowers are small in size, not brightly colored, because in wind attraction is not required. Flowers are not brightly colored, not scented, no need to be scented. No nectar is present, because nectar is the substance which attracts the bees or the insect for food. Nectar is the food of the insects. So no need to produce nectar. Next thing, stamens are long and hang out. Stamen, the male part of the flower, are long and hang out so that a little breeze can shake it and pollen grains comes out from the anther and carried by the wind. Next thing, pollen grains are light, dry and smooth. Pollen grains of anemophilous flower are light, dry and smooth so that they can be easily carried by air. Next thing, stigmas are feathery and hang out. Not only stamen, male part, the female part also should be feathery and hang out. Feathery means from all sides it is able to catch, stick the pollen grains, the male gamete of the flower. And one example of anemophilous flower is the maize flower. See, the maize flower. If you have seen the maize flower, must have seen on the upper part something hangs out. And a flower, part of the flower which hangs from the upper part, and the part which we eat, makai, bhutta, we eat, that is the female part of the flower. The female part of the flower, that is the seed which we eat, makai, bhutta. Now, that is the female part. Upper part is the male part. And cob, the part which we eat, that is the female part. If you have seen, the upper part, that is called as tassel. Tassal. That is the male part of the flower. And cob, which we eat, is the female part. And if you have seen the cob, there are hair-like projection from the cob also. And that hair-like projection is called as silk. Looks like silk. That is called silk. And one important question may be there. Odd one out. Tassel, silk, cob, knob, or flower, or any other part. That will be the odd one out. And to write the category to which others belong, others are the parts of maize plant. Tassel, silk, cob. Or tassel is the male part, cob is the female part, and silk is the hair which comes out from the cob. So, maize is one of very good example of flower which are pollinated by the help of wind, means anemophilous flower. One more, let us discuss about an example where pollination takes place by the help of insect, means entomophilous flower. We are going to discuss one entomophilous flower. Yes, I am talking about sweet pea, mutter. Haven't you eaten? Very tasty. Yes, I am talking about that mutter. That is the sweet pea. And if you will see carefully the flowers of the sweet pea, three types of petals are there. Petal, the colored part, androecium, gynoecium, male and female part, calyx, the accessory part which is green in color. I am talking about the colored part, petal, which attracts, colored, to attract the insects. There are three types of petals in sweet pea. They are wing petal, keel petal, and standard petal. Wing petal, keel petal, and standard petal. Once more, give out odd one out question. What I will do? Wing petal, keel petal, standard petal, and one different type of petal I will add. And you may be asked to find the odd one out and to write the category to which others belong. What will be the answer? That will be the odd one out, and wing petal, keel petal, and standard petal belongs to the sweet pea flower. So that question is very important. Now we are going to discuss how pollination takes place in the sweet pea. What will happen? The bee will sit on the wing petal. The bee will sit on the wing petal. As the bee will sit, petal is light, not strong, very weak. The petal will go down. It will compress keel petal and standard petal. And when they will be compressed, the stamens and the stigma will come closer. The male and female part will come closer, and the pollination will take place, because the bee sits which is heavier comparing to the petal weight, or the bees must have visited the other flower and their wings, legs may have pollen grain. If the flower is, that pollen grain may fall on the stigma of sweet pea and pollination may take place. So dear children, one example of entomophilous flower, that is the sweet pea, and in sweet pea pollination takes place by the help of B, and three types of petals are there: wing petal, keel petal, standard petal. And when the bee sits on the wing petal and take out its long tongue to search nectar, the flower, the wing petal is depressed and pollen grain may fall on the stigma and pollination will take place. So it was one example where pollination takes place by the help of insects. So dear children, today up to this much. In next video, I will try to explain fertilization. But one thing I will like to say, dear children, please subscribe my channel, like my channel, or if you will go downward just after removing, if you will go downward, one comment box is there. You can write your comment. So dear children, subscribe my channel, like my channel. You can write comment also, and for next video, get ready. Thank you very much.